Here's today's top 5 MMA news stories. Ready? Here we go. Number 1. Ray Longo reveals that Merab and Sterling had a full-on fight in the locker room before Merab's fight with Henry Cejudo.
Stopping the guy's wrestling. I don't see it, man. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Guys do a shakeout before the fight. He literally fought Aljo 3 rounds. Penny. Like fucking brutal. Little gloves on, swinging for the fucking fences. Like Aljo complains about my boxing class sometimes. Aljo, that's way worse what I just saw. Dude, they went at it 3 fights. So that's his second fight of the night. I'm not Kenny, that's a fact. That's not even made up. And
I believe you, man.
You could check with John Wood, you could check with Aljo. Full blown fucking fight. Aljo's Aljo, your cardio looks pretty good. We're in good shape. You'll fight that's in like 2 months. I mean, crazy. The guy's nuts.
What a story.
No drilling, just complete chaos in that fucking warm-up room. So I'm not kidding. I'm not.
That's unbelievable.
I'm underdoing it.
That's unbelievable.
That's amazing. Well, we'll have Merab Dvalishvili on the show at some point in the not too distant future.
We get to the arena. I spar with Merab 3 rounds, 3 hard rounds, more of me in a squatted position so my height could drop, getting absolute dog shit kicked out of my calf. He punched me in my eyeball one time, punched me in the back of my head. He did something to my kneecap. I was in a fight. I felt like afterwards I was in a fight. I was like, I need to sleep. He says, okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. So I sit down, I take my mouthpiece out, I'm relaxing. Bro, the mental decompression that I had, because my anxiety's through the roof. Because when you're warming up with somebody, you don't want them to, when they kick you and you check it, you don't want them to hit your elbow. So you almost just eat it and hope that it hits your forearm. He's throwing wheel kicks. You don't want to put your arm out and he hits it something wrong. And then I'm chilling because I finally get to relax. Nah, literally 30 seconds later, okay, maybe we go somewhere. And I was like, yo, bro. We did at least what felt like 20 minutes in the back room. And he was saying at the post-fight presser that maybe we should have did a little bit more because he started a little slow. I was like, yo, bro, no, please. Please, no.
Number 2. Kenny Florian believes Ilia Topuria is one of the most well-prepared fighters he's ever seen.
This kid is the real deal, man. And I don't think Volkanovski realized how good he was until he was waking up from that fight. And, he comes in with, this cockiness, right? He comes in with the tattoos. He looks like a bad guy. He looks like a villain in a movie. And I think people underestimate his intelligence and how he is really playing chess from before the fight starts to after the fight, right? This kid, the things that he says, he knows exactly what buttons to push. He knows exactly what to say. This is as prepared of a fighter that I have seen in a very, very long time, John.
Number 3. Michael Chandler meets with WWE and says contract signed. This suggests that we'll be seeing Michael Chandler in a WWE event sometime in the future. But he didn't stop there. He then calls out McGregor for the 1000th time.
Got one dude on my mind! Conor McGregor! Get your candy ass back to the octagon!
Number 4. Ariel Helwani fires back at Dana White for the UFC 300 debacle and leaving Belal Muhammad out in the cold.
As I said last Monday, they wanted Leon versus Khamzat. And as Dana White said, and wasn't it nice to hear Dana White finally give Leon props? Because it wasn't that long ago they were removing Leon from the rankings when they were trying to jerk him around to fight Khamzat and do all this other stuff. Nice to see him finally get the respect and love that he has deserved since day one. They said they offered him 3 fights. Khamzat, top choice. Some talk of Shavkat, some talk of even Islam. He said yes to all of them. Never specifically said the names, but trust me on this one. Amazingly, Belal not one of them. Now, I believe this is what I believe. If they didn't need a main event, they would have had Belal and Leon as like the second or third title fight. If it was, 301, 302, 303, then Leon Belal. And I expect the next title fight for Leon to still probably be Belal. But man, what an indictment on how they feel about the guy. Not one phone call, and there he is in the front row on Saturday going 300, give me a call, when at that point it's already done. I don't know how you process that. That's tough. As I've said from the beginning, he deserves it more than Shavkat. He deserves it more than Khamzat. I get the Islam thing, even though no strong desire for it, but fine. Islam did it twice against Volk. He could deserve that honor too, I suppose. Should be Belal next. Didn't call him? What the hell? That's tough. But as I said, the top choice was Khamzat. Can't get in the country. I don't know how they fix this. I don't know how you give Khamzat a title shot, because he could very likely win that knowing he can't get in the country. How can you have a champion who can't fight in the United States, can't fight in Vegas, can't fight in California, can't fight in New York? You got to fix that first. That's going to hold him back. We don't even know why. Why can't he come into the country? But it's a problem. Because if it wasn't a problem, if it wasn't a thing, I think that would be on 300. Leon said yes. He was ready to go.
And number 5, Sean O'Malley claims he isn't ducking anyone like the fans say, and is confident he will fight whoever he wants after he beats Cheeto.
So it's hard, fighting's so crazy. It's hard to count anyone out, but crazy. We're knocked out the featherweight GOAT in round 2. I knocked out Aljo, bantamweight GOAT in round 2. I kind of pushed for that fight a little bit. I've been getting a lot of hate for it, a little pushback saying that I'm ducking Merab. I'm like, Merab just not barely, he whooped Henry, but Henry's like 42 or something. He looked horrible. I would have knocked Henry out 4 times that fight. And then Ilia goes out there and knocks out Volk, the greatest featherweight of all time, in round 2 in a beautiful performance. And I'm calling him out, and then I'm getting shit from the MMA fans saying, oh, you're ducking Merab. I'm like, I'm trying to call out like a fight that I feel is like exciting. That's like, holy shit. But I got a lot of pushback on it. I don't know if people actually want me to fight Merab as much as they just hate the confidence that I have that I'll go out there and knock out Ilia. But I decided, I've said what I needed to say. I've sent my message to to Ilia. If Merab's next. I can get Ilia whenever the time comes. I haven't talked to UFC because obviously there's nothing to talk about. I got Cheeto Vera March 9th. That's what's next. That's what I need to focus on. I'm definitely not overlooking him by any means. I've said what I need to say to those guys. And really what it comes down to is I go out there and put on the performance that I say I'm going to put on against Cheeto. A beautiful, masterful performance. And I call out whoever I want on that mic. I think I can get what fight I want. But I got to go out there and do what I do.
Subscribe for more.